My roommate stole my identity for a dating show. Now she's engaged to my ex. My roommate used my photos to get on America's Hottest Dating Show. Last night, I watched in horror as she got engaged to my college ex-boyfriend, Perrin, who clearly thinks he's been dating ME for the past 6 weeks. I first realized something was wrong when my phone exploded with texts. About you are on low vice land. My heart stopped as I opened Instagram to find thousands of new followers and comments about my amazing connection with contestant Jake Miller. Jake Miller, the same guy who broke my heart junior year when he cheated on me with my sorority sister, but I wasn't on any dating show. I was sitting in my apartment in Chicago wearing sweatpants and grading papers for my 7th grade English class. That's when I remembered the professional photos my roommate Megan had insisted on taking of me 3 months ago. For your dating profile, she'd said, you need to get back out there after that disaster with Ryan. The same Megan who had suddenly won a work retreat to Hawaii 6 weeks ago. The same Megan who'd been suspiciously quiet on social media. I frantically searched for the show on mine, and there she was, Perrin Megan, introducing herself as Sophia Bennett Perrin, my name, parent, while showing the producers her photos, my face, my life story, even mentioning my childhood dog Baxter. But the real shock came when Jake appeared on screen. He looked directly at Megan, pretending to be me, and said, Sophia, from Northwestern, I can't believe it's you. My stomach dropped. Jake thought he was reconnecting with Amy and Megan somehow knowing our history played along perfectly. For 6 weeks, I watched in paralyzed disbelief as Sophia and Jake became the show's favorite couple. She knew details about our relationship, but I'd never told her parent details she must have secretly gathered from my journals, my laptop, maybe even contacting my friends. Last night was the finale. Jake got down on one knee and proposed to Sophia, saying he'd never stopped thinking about me since college, and this was his second chance at true love. Megan, wearing a dress that looked exactly like one I'd shown her online months ago, tearfully accepted. The producers announced they'd won the $250,000 prize and a dream wedding. I called the network immediately. The producer who finally took my call was silent for a long moment after I explained. So you're saying your roommate Prune is impersonating you? Furkan is now engaged to your ex-boyfriend who thinks she's you. He sounded both horrified and fascinated. Yes, I whispered. And they just won $250,000, Miss Bennett, he said slowly. Would you be willing to appear on our live reunion special next week? We've never had anything like this happen before. I thought about Jake, who despite our past was being cruelly deceived. I thought about Megan, who had stolen not just my identity but pieces of my history that were hers to take. Yes, I said, but I have conditions. Next Thursday I'll walk onto that stage as the real Sophia Bennett. The producers have promised me equal time to tell my story and a private moment with Jake before the cameras roll. Megan doesn't know I am coming. She thinks she's returning home next week to empty my apartment of my things before I discover what she's done. Instead, she'll face me, Jake, and 3 million viewers as she explains why she stole someone else's face, name, and past parent, and whether a relationship built entirely on lies deserves a happily ever after. Some people steal hearts. My roommate stole my entire identity, but next week I am taking it back. To live on national television.